cross, a symbol that has been used for thousands of years in thousands of different ways. We see it everywhere. We see it on the tops of buildings. We see it around music stars' necks. We see it hanging from rear view mirrors. And yet, do you ever ask yourself, what does that cross mean? We know that it's been misused. We've seen that it's been abused. We have a feeling it's been diluted and polluted. But we have to ask ourselves one thing. What was the original intent of the symbol that we know as the cross? 2,000 years ago, the Roman Empire ruled the known world. And under their law, the tool that they used to execute people under their death penalty was the cross. In our day, it would be the equivalent of the electric chair or the gas chamber. So when you see the cross, what you're seeing is Roman justice. The symbol of the cross would have been lost in history, totally insignificant, wouldn't have meant a thing, and it would have been on top of no buildings, and it would have been hanging around no neck. It would make no sense until you understand God Himself, 2,000 years ago, took on the form and flesh of a man. He walked in the nation of Israel for 33 years. He was teaching and preaching a message of redemption. He made the claim that He was God in the flesh, and because of that, they put Him to death on a cross. This was God's plan from the beginning, that Jesus would make the payment that God's law required. Justice and mercy met on the cross. If God were to give us justice that we deserve, then the full wrath of God would be poured out upon us who rebelled against Him and rejected Him and taken our lives into our own hands. But He chose to put His justice upon Himself. And mercy. Mercy is not getting what we deserve, and we deserve death. But He gave Himself as a ransom for you, as a payment for you. He offered His life as a pardon. And while we were still rebellious towards Him, that's when He came. In His love, in His mercy, and He died on the cross for us. It didn't end there. 3 days later, Jesus conquered death. He started a revolution. He went from death to life so that He can offer us that same power to go from death, from our rebellion, from all of our sin, from all of our struggles, from all of our weakness, and we can pass into life because He alone conquered death for us. This offer of new life is a free gift by God's grace. You don't deserve it, and you could never earn it. I challenge you today, turn away from the rebellion you have towards God and receive the forgiveness and the new life that Jesus offers you today.